Good morning. I hope you're keeping well and keeping safe in these very difficult times. I know many of you who are stuck at home are really missing your reflexology appointments, so I thought I would do a little video, just a short few-minute video to show you a few techniques where you can do some self-reflexology. Now, I know this is not the same as coming for a treatment, but in these times of lockdown when you can't come to see me, then I hope this will help as a substitute. I'm going to concentrate on the spine and the head. I know with many of you working from home, perhaps you're sitting in a position that is different and unusual for you. And I know it's causing some back and some hip and pain as well as neck pain. So I'm going to concentrate on these areas and hope that it's something that you can enjoy and find useful. So I'm going to sit cross-legged on my yoga mat. It's something that's going to work for me this morning. You can do the same, or you can sit on the side of the bed or a chair with your foot, one foot brought up onto the opposite knee, and that should work just the same. So now we're in position. I'm going to use, as you know, I always use a medium. I'm going to use my own blend of grapeseed oil with rosewood and bergamot essential oils, but you can use any oil or hand cream, body lotion, hand lotion, something like that. Anything that's going to give you a nice bit of slip there. So we're going to start just by working along the sides of the feet. And apologies for any wobble. I have an interesting construction here of yoga blocks and my tripod to get the phone in the right place. So this could be quite amusing as I work around it. So you see, I'm just working into the feet, just to smooth the oil in the first instance. So this is the spine. When we're working in reflexology, the spine starts down at the coccyx at the heel, and it comes along just on the side of the foot, and it follows the curve of the spine as it comes up towards the shoulders, up into the neck, and then up to the head, and this is the top of the head. So it's fairly straightforward. That's not too technical. Please make sure that you keep along this line and don't work too far up into this area. It's very important to keep just along here. So we're going to start with just some gentle rubbing. So we'll start at the coccyx and just some gentle circular motions. And you can put as much or as little pressure as feels comfortable or as you're able. Thumbs obviously are of different strengths, and it takes some practice. So just some gentle circular motions. Now have a think about your own back. Think about the areas where you feel tension or pain. So I'm feeling something in here. This is in my mid back, which works for me after my yoga practice this morning. So when you find an area that's a bit tense in your foot, or you know it's an area of tension in your back, then you can just spend a little longer. So this is just below the shoulder blades. This is always a problem for me. And yeah, on that left side here. So just working into these areas. Working into the neck and up to the head. So we're going to do this a few times, concentrating on the areas that you know are an issue. So we're just a little bit in the sacral area. I'm just putting a little more pressure on now, just to really get in there. And of course, if this isn't a comfortable position for you, you could always bring one leg up here, support it with the other hand, and then just work like this. And we're just doing, I say, just gentle circular motions. Or if that's not comfortable, just rub backwards and forwards. It's really about finding what feels comfortable for you. Okay. So when you've done the the back, let's get up into the neck. So the neck is the neck of the toe. The big toe is the head and the neck of the toe is your neck. So you can work into this area. Oh, that feels good. That's lovely. And it's just a case of rubbing around the toe. So starting in this area, and I'm just rubbing. All I'm doing is easing. You might feel little crunches. You might feel a bit of pain or a bit of tension. Don't press too hard. If it's a bit tender, just ease off. It's equally effective if you rub gently like this as it is if you really work it hard. You'll know what feels good, and that's the important thing, is working to the level that feels good for your back and your neck. Okay, so now we've worked into the neck, we're going to work up into the head, and we're going to go straight up to the top of the head, the brain, the busy area, the area where all that manicness just goes on. So I'm using the tips, the pads of my first fingers, and I'm going to go right to the tips of the big toes, and I'm going to do this circular motion. Now it might be easier to support the toe and do this. Now you might feel a bit of tenderness, a bit of crunchiness. That just shows how busy your head might be. Now that's actually quite tender for me, so I'm going to ease off the pressure a bit and just gently work that area. Gently. And then we'll go back to the other one. This one isn't quite so tender, so I can... Oh, and there it is, just there. You can also work over the pad of the big toe if that feels comfortable. Just gentle sliding motions. And this will just bring some blood supply into the brain, give you a sense of refreshing and focus, will kind of reactivate the brain, if you like. And then we're going to finish off just by rubbing the feet down the other way. So bear in mind that the spine, this is the head, this is the coccyx. The nerves in the spine go downwards. So we've done a lot of work coming up. We've activated those nerves. We've brushed them up the wrong way, for want of a better phrase. So we're just going to soothe it all back down again. Just bringing nice soothing motions. And just really gently on the tip of the head. That feels really comforting. Having worked the tips of the toes, now this just feels very comforting. Back down, soothing, soothing. Don't waste any oil or cream that's left on your hands. Work it into your hands. Don't forget, at the end of your treatment, you've still done some reflexology. It's as if you've come to me. Please drink plenty of water. Release those toxins. Get rid of the toxins that will have come to the surface. Drink plenty of water. And I hope you're using this opportunity while you're at home to drink plenty of water, to keep your feet moisturised. Bit of moisturiser every day on the feet is always a good thing. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope you found that helpful. Please leave me comments below or drop me a line. Let me know what other areas of the body you might like to have a look at, and I'll see what other self-help videos I can do for you in terms of reflexology. Keep well, keep safe, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Take care.